This is Sam O'Reilly for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm in Brentwood today, joined by Lee Eaton. How are you, mate?
Very good, mate. How are you?
I'm very well. You've been all over the gaff. I saw you in Tokyo.
Yeah, it's been a busy year. I think this is our 28th show of the year. I've been Tokyo, France, Rome, Dubai, Kazakhstan. Been all over the gaff, but it's been alright. It's good.
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about this show itself. Another Sky, the golden contract that is making a lot of noise. A lot of people very impressed with the show and the 50-50s that are now on Sky.
Yeah, it's been the featherweight's been brilliant. The featherweights was class. Obviously, the super lightweights was just lived up to exactly the same as the thing. I'm pretty sure the light heavies is going to live up to it. Obviously, the draw on Wednesday pulled up some great draws. Obviously, a bit of surprise with the two favourites fighting each other. But listen, it's a great fight. So it's a great show. Liam Conway versus Andre Sterling. I think it's going to be an absolute cracker. Stephen Wall versus Ricard Bolotniks is for the WBO European title. So also Jose Burton versus Adjasafe. Tommy Philbin versus Serge Michel, which is another great fight. It's good to see Tommy back after obviously a very dark time in his life, obviously with depression and stuff like that. So he's come back. He got a win last month in Glasgow. It was last month, yeah. And he's ready. He's got a big opportunity to fight on Sky. So it's good to give some of the fighters of the opportunities. So yeah, I think it'll be a great show and it'll live up to its name.
Yeah, you touched on Burton and Adjasafe, two former British champions.
Yeah.
I mean, ideal scenario would that have been later in the competition?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. But for all the others, it's good because one of the favourites probably will go out. But it's like Jose Burton said in the press conference, it's probably not going to be the most exciting fight. Very awkward styles. But listen, hopefully it might gel. It might go into a great fight. But we just have to see. It doesn't really matter. There's two quality fighters, so I'm sure it'll be a good fight.
Yeah, another light heavyweight fight, not in the golden contract, is the English title. Dan Aziz, Lawrence Osweku. That's a great fight. Yeah,
it's a great fight. Obviously, I wanted Dan in the golden contract, but obviously he had the chance to go in it. But his coach didn't think he was ready to go in that with some of the fighters, which I disagreed with. But obviously, he's his coach, and obviously me and Dan had a chat, so we got him got him a good fight. Got him for the English title, which is meant to fight Dec Spellman, which would have been an absolute cracker, but Dec got injured unfortunately, so we swapped him with Lawrence Osweku, however you say his name. So yeah, it's another good fight. Lawrence was going to go in the tournament, but after his fight with Ricky Summers, it wasn't the most exciting fight. I think it sort of put him back a bit, but he come in, he's a reserve, so he was the reserve, so if anyone did pull out, he would have gone in, but obviously now he'll fight Dan for the English title, which is a cracking fight.
Dan's had a very nice progression under you. You've had him from the very start.
I signed Dan from the amateurs. Obviously kept him very busy in the first year. I think he had 7 fights in his first year. Then he fought for the Southern Area on a Matchroom show. He had a fight last month, and now obviously he's ready for the English title, which I believe he wins quite clearly.
Talk about some of your other debutants that are on the card. You're starting off with, I think, 3 or 4 debutants on it?
We've got 4 debutants. There was meant to be 5, but one of them licence weren't done in time. But yeah, you got Jordan Flynn, who was an elite amateur, very good amateur, boxer GB in England and stuff like that. He's on the bill. Mohammed Samir, who didn't have many amateur fights, probably only had about 20 amateur fights, but he's a very good kid, trained by my friend Tommy Martin, former English champion. So it'd be good to see Tommy back involved in boxing. Also we've got mate, my head's gone blank. George Mitchell, 18-year-old George Mitchell's unbelievable talent. Got to every single final. He's been in competition in the amateurs since obviously 11 years old. So he's making his debut. Mate, my head's gone.
Does that add a little bit of not incentive, but you know, saying you brought someone from zero, and now, for example, Dan Aziz about to box?
Yeah, no, this is obviously Dan Aziz. When we signed him, he was like, I don't think I'll be able to sell tickets. I don't know. But we said, look, let's try it. Let's see how we get on. And we've built him. And do you know what? Dan builds himself as well. He does a lot of advertising himself. Gets a lot of obviously posters and stuff like that. Does a lot of building, which a lot of fighters should learn from. Like you're building your own profile, because in this game you need a profile, and you need sometimes you need to build your own profile.
Definitely.
He's been kept busy. He's been on good shows, and he's been the right fights at the right time. So it's good to bring someone from that, and obviously to him to win his first title and now fight for his second title. It's going to be, hopefully it's going to be a great night, especially for me.
What's the situation with Sky? Do they just have the 4 golden contract fights, or is there a possibility Dan could possibly make it onto Sky?
No, the Facebook starts. Sky Sports Facebook starts from 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And then from 7:30 the golden contract starts. The other debut in the Singh Bassi, he's the live float for the night, so he could get on Sky. Obviously, if there's a knockout, he will be on Sky. Mohammed Samir is the second float, so he will hopefully get. I'm hoping for a couple of knockouts, so they both get on Sky. But if not, one will go at the end, sort of thing. But with Dan Aziz's fight, it won't be on actual Sky because obviously it's a big fight. It's a 10-rounder, so you can't just squeeze it on. We're only obviously got from 7:30 till 11, half 11. So the 4 main fights is what Sky have got.
Yeah. From a personal standpoint, you know, you're now promoting shows on Sky Sports.
Yeah.
Would this feel like, you know, maybe 18 months ago, 2 years? Is this a dream? Has it sunk in yet that you're doing this?
No, listen, it's a massive thing. Obviously, it's just not just me. I'm part of the team. MTK Global is a massive team. Obviously, I'm the promoter. Obviously, and I'm proud as anything to do this, and to be given these opportunities I'm really happy with. And obviously, I've took with both hands. Obviously, when we started MTK London, you was there for the first show. So first ever show 3 years ago near. Just what is it? 3 years in January or something like that. Yeah. So we've started
unbelievable progression.
Started from the bottom, literally, and obviously we've worked our way up. And for MTK Global, it's just growing day by day, every day. Even like some of the phone calls I get during the week, I just shake your head in disbelief. But it's great. It's great for me. Obviously, great to have a big part of the team. Obviously, Ian Ritchie's basically me and Ian have done the events and that, and now he organises all the events. Like so, him and his team with Martin and Lewis and stuff like that. So he's took a lot off me to do that. So we was doing it together, but now he does all the events, and obviously I do all the boxing side. So it's a lot less stress than what it was when we first started. But progression is the company's growing day by day. Do you know what I mean? So and we've got a good team around us. So it's exciting.
Well, it's been exciting to watch the progression, and you know now you rub shoulders with the likes of Bob Arum and first name terms with Vasyl Lomachenko and stuff.
Yeah, listen, it's still like a dream come true. Like, I'm at the end of the day, I'm a boxing fan still. Obviously, I come in this as a fan, and I'm still a boxing fan. I still go all fanboy moments with Lomachenko and Nue, Bob, and stuff like that. It's mad to think in August I co-promoted a show with Bob Arum. Like, it's just, I'd never have thought that. Do you know what I mean? It's mad, but listen, it's good. It's exciting. It's just I'm just looking forward to 2020. So
after tonight, what's your next show?
I'm having it.
Or tomorrow night even?
Yeah, after tomorrow night, I am having about 5 weeks off. Not off, but no shows for 5 weeks. I get to spend some time with my little boy. I spoke to him last night. I said, look, I'm at home for about 35 sleeps because he was how many sleeps you away from, and I told him he nearly had a heart attack. So I'm buzzing to just spend some time with my family. But we're back February the 1st with an absolute cracking show in Belfast. Sean McComb versus Mauro Godoy. Davey Oliver Joyce versus Lee Haskins, and then the Battle of Ireland, Gary Cully versus Joe Fitzpatrick. There's another fight going to be announced today, I think, for Lewis Crocker, but obviously I better not say that now. But and then there's got a cracking undercard, and then we'll be going for the semi-finals. I think the semi-finals will be announced next week. So there'll be 2 shows for the semi-finals, one in 1 month and then one another month. And then we're looking March the 7th. We're back at Brentwood. Danny Dignam will headline the show in a defence of his WBO European against an 17-0 undefeated kid, which will be announced very soon.
It's all happening.
It's all happening, yeah. Obviously, things happening for our fighters. Jay Harris has just been nominated to fight for the mandatory position for the IBF World Title. Chantel Cameron's been called to have the mandatory fight against Jessica McCaskill, so that will happen all in 2020. There's massive fights happening. So yeah, it's exciting. 2020 is looking very, very busy.
2019 has been superb. Topped off tomorrow night at Brentwood Centre.
Yeah, it should be a good show.
Lee Eaton, thank you very much for your time.
No worries. Thank you very much. Cheers, Sam.
Boxing Social.